Hi everybody. Sorry I'm a little late today, but life got in the way, and I'm sorry my house is starting to look like a warehouse for a second, but it's because I got stuff in bulk. So, um, all right. So Nara was, I don't know, kind of interesting. It had parts, and then it was kind of dull sometimes because the big deal is, of course, Nikki was rescued and her family was rescued. And of course, they weren't killed or anything because they're the Newmans, and basically the soap opera revolves around them. Well, them and the Abbott family, and if there's not that consensus between them, what's the point? Um, so now Victoria, who usually doesn't have, I don't know, sympathy, empathy for most people, she seems to have empathy for Eve or Claire. Um, Claire is the name she went by when she first got in the scene. Now she's Eve. So, all right. Another interesting thing is that I was having a debate, and I even asked a few people what to call Christine or Cricket, because back in the day when the soap started, they called her Cricket. Then at some point they started calling her Christine. So I said, which one should I go by? Because I don't want to confuse people, but I don't want to give you a throwback if there's not supposed to be one. But they keep calling her Cricket, so from now on, I'm gonna call her Cricket. Um. Okay, so the interesting part there is that Phyllis seems to think that she gained some headway with Danny, but then he was kissing Cricket today, so I don't know. Now, I know everybody and their brother wants him with Cricket for nostalgic factor, but I always thought that they wouldn't pair him off like that because it's kind of known in soap, whatever you want. Like, okay, say you want a certain pairing, that pairing will never get together. And if they get together, they're together for 5 minutes, then they're torn back apart. So, my rule of thumb when it comes to this is don't hope for anything because what you hope you won't get. So yeah. Um, okay, so then here's Summer actually trying to be an adult and say, well, Chance is not attainable because he's with Sharon, right? And Phyllis is the one trying to say, but maybe he is. Or you could tell from the conversation she was trying to give her daughter hope, which, okay, I understand on some level, I guess. I understand the thing about you have one life, so go for it, that I get. The he may still be attainable, I don't get. On two counts. Number one, we've seen the trope of people fighting over men before. And secondly, well, there's three things here. Okay, that, and we've seen Phyllis and Sharon fight over a man. So now you're just gonna take it one more generation and have Summer fighting Sharon over a man. What's the point? There aren't enough men in Genoa City. She can't have her own. Um, and number three, it's just okay. Oh well, this three should have been one, I guess, in my mind. Okay, my thing is, if you know, and this goes for anybody, if you know someone's with somebody, like, say you want to be with somebody, but then say you know they're with somebody else, you, as a respectful person, should not go after that person if you know they're with somebody. Now, Now, here's where it gets dicey slightly. If you don't really know the person they're with and you're not friends with them, if you find out they're broken up or something and you had no cause in it, then they're fair game. But if the person is friends with you, they're double off limits, because even when they break up, it's girl code and it should be guy code that you don't go after a friend's ex mate, whatever. You don't do that. There are too many fish in the sea to be doing that. So that's where I stand on that one. Okay, let's see what else. Jill was trying to talk Billy into working for her instead of Jabot, or working with her instead at Jabot. So that was interesting. That's another one we'll have to see how it plays out. As far as the other stuff goes, there wasn't much really. Also, I got a little piece of info. All right. Now, I'm not really sure about the surrounding of Abby. Okay, but I do know that Abby, the actress playing her, Melissa Ordway, the reason they're changing is because she's moving, and apparently, if what I read is right, she's moving to Tennessee, so she can't tape in California and be in Tennessee. I mean, she could do the I guess like a video calls like Jill did for a while there. But I would say if you want to keep her on a continual basis, she can't do it that long distance. So that's why the thing with Abby. But I still don't. I say, okay, this is my hope. I hope that they're gonna recast her, obviously, right? Okay, but I hope they stick with somebody in the around the same age, because in my mind, there's no need to harass Abby this quickly. It's just no need. I don't see the overall point of it. So, anyway, all right, bye guys.